there! Okay, so I got requested to do this video and I had never really thought of doing it. A lot of beauty gurus do videos on like brands and then their favorites and their non-favorites from the brands, but I don't have enough, or I didn't think I had enough of anything from one particular brand to do a video like that until someone who I went to school with messaged me on Facebook saying that she watches my videos and she wanted to order some things from e.l.f. and she was wondering if I could do like my favorite and my least favorite products from that brand. And I thought that that was such a good idea, so I'm about to do that for you. I have 10 favorite products and 5 not so favorite products, one of which I don't have with me. I know I have it somewhere, but I just moved. If you watched my last little video or you subscribe to my vlog channel, you know I moved, so things are everywhere. I can't even believe that I found half this stuff. But my makeup was like the first thing I unpacked. So anyways, I'm gonna get started with the bad things before we move on to the good, so we'll just get those out of the way. So one of the bad things that I would say to avoid is this e.l.f. liquid eyeliner. Oh, I'm way too far away from the camera to be like showing you, but it is just the average e.l.f. liquid liner. I don't remember if this is from the $1 or like the $3 line. I'm assuming it's the $1. I just don't like it. It flakes. It goes on like fairly dark, but when it dries, it flakes off your lids. And it's not the best feeling in the world, and honestly it gave me a little bit irritation when I was using it. Like, it was red. When I first got it, I loved it, and then I tried some better eyeliners, so I would definitely, and I put this in the bed, I would definitely stay away from that. Another thing I would stay away from, well, okay, that depends. It's not, how do I say this? It's not what you think it would be. So this is the e.l.f. stipple brush. A lot of people buy this expecting a really nice dense brush to put their foundation on with. It's not that kind of brush. As you can, I have to get up and get that now. That's to me. My boyfriend's on the bed. That's me, baby. Can't see. Oh, okay. Thanks. Okay. What was I saying? Right, as you can see, it's pink because I use it. And I use this with very pigmented blushes. I did a video on that, so I'll link it for you. I use it with the Estee Lauder blush in Poppy Passion. Is that what it's called? Let me check. Poppy Passion. I'm good. I use it with that blush. And I've also been using it with NARS Orgasm. So it works okay for blushes because it's like, it's floppy enough that it doesn't put too much pigmentation on your cheeks, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's not a super important blush in my collection. There are others that I could use instead of this, and there are other brushes from the e.l.f. line that are way better. So I would say a nay to this. And then another product that I don't like, that if you would have watched my video, you'd already know, this is the e.l.f. Matte Finisher Nail Polish, and it sucks. Okay, I did a whole video ranting about this, and people were commenting saying, oh, you should tell the brand and they can it was $2, so it's kind of too late now. It's like months later, and some people love this. Some people say it works great. I'm not going to go on too much about this, but it like crackle mats your nails. It's disgusting. No, just no, don't get this. I don't care how tempted you are, it's a waste of your $2. You could be spending that $2 on chocolate. Okay, another thing that I do not like are like their eyeshadows. I don't have any of their eyeshadows except for this one, but I know people have tried them. My friend bought one of the palettes and they're a little bit chalky. They're not very pigmented. This is the baked eyeshadow and I had really high expectations for it. And the color payoff is like, it's not there. Maybe I'll use it for a blush. It's really not there. I was also hoping that it would be more rosy gold. So be careful with their eyeshadows because the picture that's displayed online is not what you get. And this is Pixie. So just stay away from their eyeshadows. There's so much better eyeshadows you can get. I have a review on the Wet n Wild eyeshadows. So if you're looking for inexpensive eyeshadows, go to Walmart. Get the Wet n Wild eyeshadows. They're awesome. Do not buy e.l.f. eyeshadows. Okay, the last thing that I do not like, that I do not have, it's like the nail filing block. So it has 4 sides for like buffing and all that stuff. I think it's a waste of $1 because it does nothing. It can't file your nails. It does not get rid of my ridges. It does not buff them. It does not shine them. I was like going at it for like a half an hour. It does not work. So like I said, buy some chocolate with your $1 because it sucks. Okay, now on to the good stuff. I'm going to start with like one of my most favorite items. from e.l.f. and just from makeup in general are the blushes. Now, I have all of the blushes from e.l.f. I did a video on them, and even though I forgot to include one swatch, I did do a video on them. So I have them all here. So just honorable mention, I've got Blushing Rose, we've got Candid Coral, and we've got Mellow Mauve. Those are all very, very gorgeous. I don't want to throw this. Those are all very, very gorgeous shades. But my number one blush that I think you need in your life, and I'm speaking to every single one of you because this would look good on anyone's complexion. I'm talking your Snow White complexion. You just put a little bit. You're deeper, you're darker. It's still going to look gorgeous on you. This is Berry Mary. Mine is cracked, which is sad. And I know I can like, I don't know, I can like put it back together. I can't remember what you like, peroxide or something? Alcohol? I don't know. There's a way to make it go back together, but I think I'm just going to spend another $3. But this is the prettiest color ever. This is very similar to NARS's Sin, which I don't own, but I've swatched 100 times. So it's right there. Super gorgeous. Some red and plum undertones. It looks amazing on the cheeks. It's really perfect for fall. I haven't been reaching for it in the summer, but you can wear it in the summer. I just have a drawer full of blushes to reach for instead. So you understand why I haven't been using it lately. Okay, another one of my favorites is the Matte Bronze. So it's this here. When you first get it, it looks like there could be some shimmer in there, which really peeved me off because it says matte, but it does not show up at all. It's a very nice cool tone brown. It's perfect for contouring. It's perfect for blending out, like it doesn't go on that dark when you just dip your brush in a little bit. It can warm up your face. I love this. It's very similar in my opinion, even a little bit cooler toned, which is good for like chiseling those cheeks, than the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. I really like this. Okay, another item that I think is amazing is the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. I did a video, I know I did a video on a lot of stuff, huh? Okay, I did the video of this comparing to the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and they're basically the same thing. So you can go watch that video, but this helps your eyeshadow stay on your eyes all day long. It helps it from creasing. It helps the color show up a little bit more pigmented, a little bit more true, a little bit more vibrant. And it's the mineral one is I believe $3. I don't have the $1 one, but I hear it's the exact same thing. So $1 in your basket, click checkout. Okay, another thing that's awesome, which I also did a video on, my chair squeaking, is the High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. I compared this to the Lise Watier, not the Lise Watier. Why do I keep saying Lise Watier? Yesterday I said Lise Watier instead of Laura Mercier also. The Laura Mercier Under Eye Setting Powder. It's, I think if I ever run out of Laura Mercier, I probably won't buy it because it's $30 and this is like $3. This is great. It's a little bit of shimmer in it, but not heavy shimmer. It just helps to brighten and illuminate under the eyes. So you use that to set your under eye concealer. Another thing which is incredible, this is my second one, and I think I'll just keep repurchasing this over and over and over again, is the eyebrow kit. And I have it in the color dark, but I did originally purchase it in the medium color. I just feel like the medium's a little bit too warm for my eyebrows. I have really dark eyebrows, and I do like to fill them in because I like them to be defined. So I love this stuff. I haven't hit pan on this one yet, but I definitely hit pan on the other one. Comes with the waxy side, which I use. I don't use this brush anymore, but I did with the other kit. I use this kind of like an angled brush, and I brush it through. I define right under here with it, and then I take the powder side and I just like fill in the middle parts of my brows because I'm weird like that. Ooh, don't hit anything. Okay, another thing, it's a newer favorite. I have a video on it. It is the HD Lifting Concealer in the brightening color. They have other concealers like in this line. If you're fair, and I'm talking like even a little bit darker than me fair, it ain't gonna match you. It is dark. I did a video, I'm not gonna show you now, video's gonna be like 500 million minutes long, but I did a video and they're all really, really dark. This, however, is the brightening one. So it's very yellow, blends out and just brightens the skin without any shimmer. So I like to apply this as well as a concealer underneath my eyes, and it just illuminates it. I'm actually not wearing this today because I just bought a new product, but it just illuminates underneath. I can put some on my forehead, down my nose, here, 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 do a little Kim Kardashian sort of highlighting thing. And I just love that stuff. It was $3, and if you are darker skinned, then the other shades will match you. But if you think you normally get dark, get medium. And if you normally get medium, get light. And if you normally get light, get the brightening. Okay, Last thing before I move on to my brushes. This is, oh, almost dropped it. Good catch. The e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip. I find that name so weird. It's a whip. So this is a highlight. This is very similar to High Beam from Benefit. This is in the color Lilac Petal, but they have a whole bunch of colors. And it just gives you the perfect little rosy glow on the top of your cheeks. And if you're darker skinned, this might come off a little bit too pale, but they have other color options for you. It's perfect as a liquid highlight. I did a video showing, I showed this in a video before. I can't remember which one, but it's really easy to use. Now for my 3 favorite brushes from e.l.f. I just wanted to say brushes in general. But okay, anything with these black little handles. Don't be fooled if you go into Giant Tiger and they're selling a set of brushes and they have the black handles. They are not the studio line. They're fooling you. They're actually the, what are these called? The professional? Essential line, which is the professional brushes, which are only $1. They are trying to trick you because they're not the studio line. And pretty much only the studio line's good. There's a few brushes from the other line, which is okay, but black handled brushes, can't go wrong there. So my favorite ones are this e.l.f. powder brush, which is a flat top kabuki. This is great. I know it says powder, but this is great for applying liquid foundation. Well, I always put foundation on the back of my hand. So I tip it on the back of my hand, I go like this, and then I stipple it in. And then after it's all stippled, sort of, then I smush it, blend it in. Down my neck, everywhere. It's great. I use it for powder once. It picks up way too much powder. Look how dense this is. It's gonna pick up way too much powder. I don't know, unless you're gonna be like swimming in, I don't know. Like, I would never use this for powder. I don't care how greasy your face gets. This is the e.l.f. Moss Stipple Brush, and I love this brush. I did a video. It is one brush 5 ways, and I show you, what did I do with it? I applied foundation, I applied, no, I didn't apply bronzer because I didn't have a liquid bronzer then. I applied blush, I applied highlight, I applied, maybe I did apply bronzer. I did apply bronzer, and then I blended out my under eye concealer with it, I believe. I don't remember. It was a while ago. Go watch my video. This brush is great. It's great for a multitude of things, which is why I did five different things with it in my other video. I love it for blush. For liquid blushes, it's great because it's small enough that you don't get it everywhere. You can build up the color and blend it out. It's great for using those facial whips, liquid highlight. It's just amazing, and I think everybody needs this in their life. Like, you don't realize how much you're going to use this till you purchase it. It's awesome. I have 2. And then we have the Flawless Concealer Brush. So this is really, really big for a concealer brush. And at first I was using it to put on concealer like this, and I didn't like it. But then someone told me to stipple the concealer on, and I love it for that. It works well for applying a powder under your eyes. It works well for blending out an eyeshadow, for applying highlight on your cheekbones, down your nose. It's a really good brush for lots of things. So those are my 10 items that I love from e.l.f. and my 5 items that I not so love. I don't know what I'm going to call this video. Love and hates, hits and misses, I don't know, something with e.l.f. in the title. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, let me know. I'm not going to be doing it anytime soon because I don't feel like I have enough products from any other brands. Possibly Essence. We'll see about Essence. Actually, yeah, we'll see about Essence. So thanks for watching. I know this is a super long video, but I hope you're glad I'm back. Bye.